many of you are probably aware, it's sticky. Will's a little stinky. I'm not going to smell Morgan because I don't trust that.
Hey man, I'm always sticky.
And I'm not much better. But yes, coming to you live from the sticky dungeon that is Zanadu Comic Books. It is Wednesday. It is New Comic Book Day. Things may stick to your hands this week, you know. Be careful what you touch. Kind of like chess, you touch it, you buy it. But yeah, we do have a lot of things to get through this week, so I think we're going to start it with Mr. Will here.
Hey, and the
right
comics,
in the middle.
these comics do smell good. And how about some good barbecue served up by some Texas vampires? How about that? Redneck number 2 is out. The first one, we actually got the first reprint of the first issue that did it sell out?
It did. It was
did
a
sell
hot
out.
seller.
It was really awesome. So the whole idea is Texas vampires who don't want to drink blood. They just want to live by themselves, be alone. What are they doing there? Why have they been there? Why are they in rural Texas? And what's going down that's going to like explode their secret. It's really dark. It's really violent. It's a lot of fun. And in case you missed it, I interviewed Donnie Cates. It's on my blog, comicsblend.com. And once again, issue 1 and number 2. So come in and get this for some Southern Gothic fried vampire twist. How about that?
That's pretty good, Will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm going to take it over to Marvel here for some good old-fashioned X-Men. XMen Blue, in fact. This is the 4th issue. We've kind of had a run of like one-off stories, which has been really interesting seeing them just handle different cases every week. Like, whoa, oh my god, it's like an old-school comic book. Really getting back to the original 5 roots. And with this issue, Cullen Bunn and guest artist Julian Lopez are following up on the backup story from the very first issue, catching up with old James Hudson. You may remember him from Ultimate X by Art Adams and Jeff Loeb.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, man.
And we've actually got a few other Ultimate characters resurfacing here, which is very, very interesting to see.
Cool. My first pick comes to you from Image Comics and the amazingly demented mind of Alex DeCampi, whom we love here. This is Alex DeCampi, Tony Parker, and colorist Blonde, bringing you the story of 1971 CIA Russian espionage viciousness that is this book. Basically, in 1971, there's a big KGB defector who has a list of all the Soviet spies in Asia, including spies within the U.S. military in Vietnam, which is very important at the time. So CIA guy, Jack Hudson here, that's kind of similar there, has to retrieve the KGB dude and the microfilm before the Soviet agent finds him and kills him. Throwing lots of drugs, women with bad taste, and fast cars, and you have Mayday.
Wow. I got a double hit of Secret War action with 2 Captains Courageous for you. If you were still recovering from last week's Secret War 2...
Empire.
Damn, Will.
Empire. God, I got my events wrong.
It is.
Sorry.
This is worse.
Secret Empire. I'm still shaken by what happened at the very end. I'm not going to give that away, but you should come in because if you didn't get it, you should be getting Secret Empire. Well, this picks up with, this is a special edition of Captain America Steve Rogers. Of course, Nick Spencer is continuing this. Well, this is kind of like Sally, who's kind of like the Barbara Walters of the Marvel Universe. She's got an exclusive interview, but you don't do a gotcha interview with Captain Hydra and what happens to that. But it's really cool doing this interview. You find out how Hydra's game plan of what he's doing with the Inhumans, what he's doing with all this other stuff, and more secrets of the Secret Empire, what's going down. And then also in Captain Marvel, but mighty Captain Marvel, you know, she and the Guardians of the Galaxy and Ultimates and the Alpha Flight team, they're trapped out in space thanks to Captain Hydra, and the Chitauri keep coming down. This kind of tells you what's going on at the space station, how they're trying to be the first line of defense to protect an Earth that's still under Captain Hydra's. And the big thing that's running right now with me, if you've read both the books, it's like Black Widow or Captain Marvel, both of those women really want to kill Captain Hydra, and I like both of them deserve a chance to do it. But then again, if you know what Carol Danvers did to Iron Man at the end of Civil War II, you might be like, watch out, Captain Hydra, it's coming to you some way, but who's going to get to do it? So there you go, a double hit to keep you going until the next edition of Secret Empire comes out.
Glad we're getting some of the old bloodthirsty Carol Danvers back. And another Marvel book for you. This is the second issue of All New Guardians of the Galaxy. Jerry Duggan and Aaron Cooter remarkably still on the second issue despite double shipping. This sees the Guardians continue their string of heists towards... Honestly, I have no idea what they're trying to accomplish, but they're breaking into this weird, like, MC Escher, Salvador Dali, like, staircase vortex to steal from the Collector. And what are they stealing from him? But a giant golden egg. Yeah, again, I don't know why, but it looks darn pretty.
Duck's leg.
I do. Maybe he's got a giant duck.
We've also got some really, really weird stuff going on with Groot, and maybe a whole garden of Groot somewhere out in deep space.
Ooh.
That's kind of scary. More than one baby Groot terrifies me.
Right.
All right. Big release from Valiant this week. We have Rapture, featuring Ninjak and Shadow Man, along with Punk Mambo, which is a great name. Peter Milligan created character. This is following the more occult side of the Valiant universe, the more supernatural darkness. This is Matkin and Kafu bringing you this. Ninjak is always cool, straight up ninja. And Shadow Man has always been kind of an interesting character, and teaming up the two of them, I'm assuming there's going to be lots and lots of destroyed, already dead bodies. But yeah, this looks really cool. I think this is a 4-issue mini, new from Valiant.
Hey, totally awesome Hulk this week is totally awesome because it's the prelude to Weapons of Mutant Destruction. It's a big crossover coming up between Totally Awesome Hulk and the new Weapon X, both written by the awesome Greg Pak, a very nice guy. If he's ever at a con near you, sit down, talk with him. He's an awesome guy, great insight, a lot of fun. And he is doing 2 really cool books right now. And Amadeus Cho gets caught up in the crosshairs and it becomes a target of the new Weapon X program. And so he's going to have to turn to Old Man Logan, Sabretooth, and some other their sharp-toothed friends for aid. So this is the prelude for the big crossover, Weapons of Mutant Destruction, busting through your comic book store very soon. This kind of sets it all up.
Weapon X really is just a sharp book.
It is. It's the sharp people.
Like, we stab people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. Like,
You have things to stab. Yeah. Do you like to stab it?
My next book comes from Image Comics. This is actually a bit of a double shot here, or you could even say a quad shot for all you Seattleites out there. This is The Dying and the Dead from Jonathan Hickman and Ryan Bodenheim. This launched, I want to say 2 years ago almost. It's a story of aged adventurers doing what they can to avoid, well, dying and being dead. Bodenheim, Hickman, it's always a good team. I don't know if you've read Secret, but you really should have. Probably some of the most interesting, espionage story that I've read in, honestly, any medium, be it movies, film, TV, whatever. This is looking to be just as solid. We've got not just the 4th issue, but also a special edition of the first 3 in a nice trade paperback form at the usual Image trade paperback price of $9.99.
And I have a very gorgeous hardcover from DC. This is the DC Universe by Mike Mignola, obviously the man that created Hellboy. Before he did that, he did an amazing array of superhero stuff. Truly, his really funky, large, big people design was just brilliant. You've got in here the very awesome Phantom Stranger miniseries that was inked by P. Craig Russell, which is pretty cool. A whole ton of covers that he did. You've got some Superman, some Swamp Thing, some Batman, and especially in the Superman one, he's got this really funky gold spacesuit, which is really cool. Half the time Superman needs a spacesuit, half the time he doesn't. And he grows a beard, and Superman drawn with a beard by Mike Mignola is always really cool. But $40, lots of gorgeousness in here. Highly recommended for those needing some more of that gothic superhero badness.
My final pick, Jean Grey #2. This is the solo adventures of the X-Men's most coolest, famous adventurous telepath. She's kind of going on her own because she has a vision that the Phoenix is coming again, but this time she's a very different Jean Grey. She's preparing herself, she's more in touch with her powers, and she is ready. She's getting ready, and look who she's helping. It's kind of a Phoenix family reunion. So not only do you have Rachel Summers from X-Men Gold, but it's also the welcome return of Hope Summers. I love Hope Summers. I glad that she's back. And of course, Quentin Quire, who may or may not be a Phoenix host for the future. So she's rallying him to find out the puzzle pieces. This is going to be kind of lots of different one-offs that lead to a bigger ultimate story with her. And it's Dinosopus and Victor Ibanez.
Yeah, so my last book is the second issue of the new Shaolin Cowboy series. You know what you're getting into with this. I can't really in good conscience talk about a lot of what's inside this book. It's pretty messed up stuff. Let's just say you're seeing parts of animals that you really don't want to see, even illustrated. Definitely not live action. Thank God Jeff Darrow isn't doing movies.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'd be like some Podorowski stuff.
Yeah.
It would be vicious.
Yeah, there's a lot of animals in this issue. That's all I'm gonna say.
That first issue was truly madness. Truly. Anyway, my final pick. I am so excited. The 90s child in me is bursting with excitement that my head might almost just explode like its scanners. Venom. Number 150. Tradmore. That's right. All Tradmore in this for like 3/4 of the book. Not 1/4, not a little bit, not a pinup, but a full story. With Eddie Brock, with like 15 abs on each side. Alright, he's got like a 30-pack because he's been working out since 1989, like lifting those things like, I hate you, Peter. I hate Spider-Man. Man, I hate Spider-Man. Ugh. You know, and he just gets all pumped up from that, you know? And whatever the symbiote feeds him as food, I don't even want to know.
Brains,
but he's
obviously.
Clearly. But
and
he's
chocolate.
Jacked.
That's canon.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know, chocolate-covered brains are clearly good for your large biceps. Not much for your temper, though. He's still pretty angry. But yeah, Mike Costa writes this, and there's also a backup story by regular artist Gerardo Sandoval. But yeah, $6 for all sorts of Tradmore. It's worth it. I'm surprised it's not more money. I'm kind of amazed Marvel would job.
That's it.
Oh, is that
wow,
it?
That's it.
Wow, we were like boom, bada boom, boom on that one. So we will leave you with that glorious 90s dream. And yeah, come in here, get
Stay
your
cool,
comics.
come in, get some comics, have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, that's right. It is Memorial Day weekend for people who have real jobs that get to have that off. It's not me.